Quote, "It is folly not to fear what must be feared. It is wisdom to fear what must be feared." Meaning of the quote: this quote is a call to discernment, not fearfulness. It reminds us that fear has a rightful place in the human experience, not as a master, but as a guide. Folly is when we ignore signs, dismiss warnings, or act arrogantly as if we're immune to consequences. Wisdom is knowing when to be cautious, when to prepare, and when to respect forces beyond our control. This fear is not panic, it's a form of deep awareness, often connected to survival, morality, and intuition. It asks, what is truly worth fearing? And are you listening to that inner warning? Spiritual perspective. From a spiritual viewpoint, this quote echoes a timeless truth. Not all fear is negative. Some fears are sacred signals pointing us toward deeper truths, helping us navigate the unseen architecture of the universe. Fear of disharmony, wrongdoing, or self-deception is not weakness, it's inner intelligence trying to keep the soul aligned. Just like gravity, there are laws of balance and karma that, when ignored, bring pain, not as punishment, but as correction. The wise person doesn't live in constant dread, but they listen. They stay humble in the face of the vast unknown. They don't mock life's deeper rhythms, they honor them. True fear, in this sense, becomes respect, mindfulness, and moral clarity. Scientific perspective. In science, fear is a biological tool, a protective mechanism rooted in the amygdala that helps us avoid danger and stay alive. But this system can misfire or be misused. It's foolish to ignore proven dangers, like smoking, ignoring seat belts, driving distracted, or neglecting mental health. These are things science has clearly shown to be harmful. It's wise to fear unhealthy lifestyles, reckless behavior, and unchecked stress, because the consequences are real, measurable, and preventable. Science also warns us about denial, a cognitive bias where we avoid uncomfortable truths. Climate change, pandemics, antibiotic resistance, these aren't negative thoughts, they are realities that need respect, not rejection. So, this quote becomes a call to evidence-based caution. Prepare, act wisely, and trust proven data, because ignoring it can cost lives. Let's bring this wisdom to life through a short story. The rustle in the grass. In a vast jungle, a cautious deer lived near a playful monkey. Every time the leaves rustled, the deer would freeze, ears alert. The monkey would laugh from the treetops. Again with a fear? It's just the wind, silly deer. The deer smiled but said nothing. One evening, as the sun dipped below the trees, the same rustle came. The deer froze. The monkey rolled his eyes and continued swinging. But this time, it was not the wind. It was a tiger. The deer, prepared and aware, fled. The monkey, too confident, was caught unaware. The forest did not judge. It only followed its laws. The story teaches us that wisdom isn't in being fearless, but in being alert. The one who mocks fear may laugh today, but may not see tomorrow. How it applies to everyday life. We encounter must be feared moments all the time. And our response can either protect us or endanger us. Here are a few examples. Health. Ignoring signs of burnout, fatigue, or pain can lead to chronic issues. Wisdom is in listening to your body, not brushing it off. Relationships. Not fearing the breakdown of trust can lead us to take people for granted. Wisdom is in nurturing what matters before it's too late. Finances. It's foolish not to fear debt or impulsive spending. Wise fear motivates planning, saving, and living within means. Work. Disregarding deadlines or red flags in a project can cost a job or reputation. Wise fear keeps us diligent and responsible. Mental health. Ignoring anxiety, trauma, or signs of depression is folly. Wisdom is in seeking help, rest, and inner work. Fear, when grounded in truth, becomes a teacher. It whispers, "Take care. Be mindful. Don't drift." We often hear "be fearless," but perhaps what we need is to be fear-aware. Let your fear be informed, anchored, and transformative. Not every fear deserves a reaction, but the ones that do can save your life, your peace, and your soul. Thank you for joining this exploration of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into timeless truths. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every great idea begins with a strong foundation. See you in the next episode.